Hi, this is Trail Rider. We're going to go for another bike ride this morning. I'm going to do it. It's supposed to be kind of mid-80s today, and I don't know about the wind, and we got friends coming up, and that's an acorn, another story. But anyway, we're going to get going here in a few. We'll see you then. Okay, guys, I know I've been taking you all at the same ride all the time. My shifting was off because I serviced the derailleurs yesterday. I got new mirrors, helmet. I don't have my glasses on. It's kind of a darker morning, but they're here. I'm going to take you to a different place for a ride. Cool morning, but I discovered if I we're gonna kick her up a button here, but I have discovered if I dress like this, and by the time I get ready, I think I need to adjust turn my shifter just a little bit here. Tighten it up just a little bit. Feels like it's skipping. Go a quarter turn or so. My derailleur seems like in high gear it is skipping a little bit here. Let's go a little bit more and try it. I gotta check something here. Okay, we're having issues here. There we go. Sounds like a car coming. Give him a dirty look. There we go. I think I might got it. Nope, she's still doing it. Let's go down a gear. Skipping a beat. Should have test drove it. Alright, we gotta figure this out. Hold on. I gotta figure this out. Why is it jumping? Why is it skipping a beat in high gear? Let's see here. see if we can't get it tightened up a little bit. Let's try that. All right, let's try again. Had to tighten up the cable a little bit, it feels like. All right. Yeah, like I started to say, it's a cool morning. I'm gonna go for a little different route today. Adjust my mirrors a little bit. We're running this Power Assist 4. About 15 or so, and take it a little different route. I'm always going over by the lake, and yeah, we'll go take a different way. I am going to try something up here on our way. I may have to slow down a little bit, but we'll test this on a little short trail. And it's considered part of this road. This is Sippy Road, and we're going to take an offshoot from it. And they say it's considered part of the road, so like I said, I wanted to get a ride in this morning before it got too hot. It's supposed to be in mid-80s today or something they're saying. So yeah, this where this bike shines for me. It's got 20 by 4 inch wheels, tires on it, and the roads up here, it's perfect for it. Okay, believe it or not, we're gonna go down a little bit. Right up here, this is considered Sippy Road. So we're going to drop down a few buttons here. So this will be my first trail ride. And this is kind of soft, gravelly. So sand. This is sand. Fair amount of sand right in here. Yeah, we got a guy moved in back there. He thought he owned this property and he blocked this road off and even called sheriff on somebody riding on it. Well, the end result was the county got involved via me. I called them, and they come over here and said, no, this is an actual road. You can't block it. I said, well, didn't there used to be a sign? And he even took the seasonal road sign down. So he doesn't like nobody up here now. So this is the trail. I consider a trail. So I'm running fifth on the derailleur and then a Power Assist 2, only because I've ridden in here. I know it's ruddy, sandy, so yep. Nice morning for a ride. Wish I could find it. Someplace here, one of these trees. Can't remember which one it was. You can see where lightning struck it. This is the land of the Ojibwe Indian, and there's little things that how they used to mark their territory. It's kind of cool. We'll see if we can find it. See, here's it. We're already out on the road. This actually did pretty good in there. Got deer hunter sitting there, truck. All right, we're gonna go up to 4 again. There we go. 4 and put it in 7. But this is the land of the Ojibwe Indian, and what they used to do, there are some of them in the area. I can't remember where they're all at. They used to mark their areas. They would train trees so at the bases were looking like you were sitting on a horse, and they would come up out of the ground, make almost a 90, go across 5-6 feet, and go straight up. And they would train trees to do that, and that's how they marked their territory. So it looked like a horse. Anyway, we're on, this is the seasonal road. There's a hunting camp. Yeah, this bike is awesome. I got 235 miles on it now, so since I've had it, and I've only had it maybe a week and a half. You can see I personalized it. I put mirrors on. I got this bag here. The bag here, I carry my camera, batteries, and sunglasses. It's like a glove box for me. But yeah. But this used to be a 2-track, and the federal government stepped in and told the county, either do something with it or we're going to close it. So they widened it, and all these stumps you see stacked up here are all trees they had to take out to put this road in. It used to be a fun little 2-track. Now it's just like a regular road. So, but yeah, we're into the ride, a couple miles already. So that's the nice thing about this bike. I can ride 5-6 miles like nothing. So and if I'm pedaling too. I get more range if I pedal, obviously, than if I just use the twist throttle. So from here to a place called Ruby Creek, it's about 6 miles. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, this is not a bad ride. In the fall, it's real pretty. I mean, it is fall, but when the trees are really in color, this is a nice ride to go when you're going slow. Got a deer hunter there. Then you know what I did? I didn't clear out the memory card on this. So we'll find out when I get back. I usually format it because I've already got the videos out of it I need, so I'll just have to go through there and find this one and put it up, get it uploaded and all that. So. But no, this is a nice run. we're almost up. We're up here at this curve. This turns into what they call Washington Street, and we've been doing good. Making good time, put it that way. Yeah, if you get this is a Wooken. If you get this bike, you're going to want to change the saddle out, especially if you're an older person. This is a great bike. I'm 69 for an older person. It's a step-through frame. It's got a, they say 48 volt battery, but I'm getting 55 volts when I charge it. Right now it's running at 51. It has a 1100 watt motor, and that's peak wattage, so it does pretty good. Up here, this is Washington Street. This actually, we turned into Washington now. This is Washington right here. There is a hilly section up here, and we're starting to get into the hills a little bit right here. Hills and sand and chatter marks. There's some cows. Cows watching me. Yeah, this bike just no problem climbing these. I'm not really straining even climbing them. I'm about little over 200 pounds, so. I don't know, this bike, I like going for longer rides now. With my other bikes, my pedal bikes, I wouldn't roll it out this far. This is a great bike for, you know, older person. Whoop, little sand there. Older person to have. It works quite well. Yeah, there's a deer. There's the two deers. I really don't have a plan how far I'm going to go or where I'm going to go. I've been getting braver going further out with this bike because, you know, put it this way, if it does, the battery runs out before I do, I can always just pedal it, so. We got the little hoopty hoops here, up and down, up and down. There's a lot of sand on this road, sand and a little bit of gravel, so you got to be kind of careful. Yep. I remember back in the day I had a golf cart and I'd bring it over here. Tell you what, it was lifted and everything else with a stock motor. These hills, it didn't work well. It would go up them, but it would slow down even more than what I'm doing right now. Okay, up here to the left, this is a deer ranch, basically. And it's not what you think. It's not for hunts. That's where the Department of Natural Resources, they monitor the deer that are in there because they're in a controlled environment, and they monitor them like for chronic wasting disease, you know, all the other things that deer tend to get. So yeah, so they got all fenced off, but that's what that is. The swamp is even dried out. Well, it's been really dry, so. Up here's the hills. I think we're going to go to Ruby Creek and go from there. Yeah, right here's the entrance to it. They call it a deer ranch, but about 6 miles to Ruby Creek. There's a asphalt road right alongside of it. I may just take that way back. I got somebody coming, looks like on a motorcycle. Yeah. Yeah, these hills are, this is a regular bike, would be no fun. And I haven't downshifted. This is a double one, but once I get to the top of this next part, it gets better. Here's a racetrack, all bays. They race side by sides there. Okay, we got some downhillage now. Look at this. This is the steepest, the longest, steepest hill here. $25, $27, $29. 29 miles an hour. Slowing down again. Then we got downhill here. Then we can coast again. We're saving battery. It ain't as steep, so we're not going as fast. We're doing about 19. This will come out the blacktop. Then we'll go from there. I got a route kind of in my head. We'll see how that works out. Okay. Up here's the old haunted farm, right here. Still up, the barns have all fell in, the house is still there. We're doing good on battery, but I just had about I don't know, 3/4 of a mile of coasting I was able to do, so that's not all bad. Okay, here's the blacktop. we're going to make a left on the blacktop, go down about 1/8 of a mile. Then we're going to turn on another blacktop road right here. I could go into higher gear and we go faster, but trying to conserve battery too. So this bridge was just put in last year. It used to be narrower. They widened it, things like that to it. So these are fishermen. Anyway, up here is Ruby Creek. There's a bar and there's a little party store next door, but it went way downhill. We used to ride over here on golf carts on Saturday morning and have donuts and chocolate milk and stuff, then ride back. Well, the guy owns it now. He doesn't do shit with it, and it's, you never know when it's open, put it that way. So we don't come over here no more. Only thing here is the tavern, which is right here. They usually have a good deal. They have pizza and beer, like $20. But yeah, here's the party store next door. And yeah, it's went way downhill. Went way downhill, so people don't even go there no more. You got some hills here. This is the worst climb. Only reason, that's the other reason why I'm going back this way is it gets fairly flat, and we don't climb hills. This is a kind of a long hill. If you're on a bicycle, it would be no fun. So me and my little Yorkie Nico, when he was alive, we used to go for golf cart rides, and me and him would ride way over here. He rode all over with me. November of this year, the day after we had to put him to sleep, he got really sick on us. So, well, since then we got another dog. So, but, yeah. Tires are humming a little bit. We can coast and rest the legs here. Look there, look at that beautiful. Ain't this beautiful? I mean, I just absolutely love riding around in here. And this is going to come up to a road called Anthony. And we're going to turn to the left, and eventually it's going to turn into gravel. And we'll take it down to a road called Campbell, then make a right and take Campbell to Holly, and take Holly down the Woods Trail and work our way back home. That's a nice run. Look at the trees, ain't this beautiful? That's why I love where I live at. I live in the state of Michigan, obviously, so, but yeah, it's beautiful up here. This road will go up and it curves around, it slinks around a little bit for a couple miles. Then we'll come to a stop sign and we'll turn left. There's deer up there staring at me. You probably can't see him, but he's on the edge of the road staring. He just went in the woods. Up here's the curve I was talking about. I used to ride golf cart way over here from my house. Let's see where we're at for miles so far. 7.4 miles we've ridden. I put mirrors on here. Somebody said I need mirrors, which realistically I do. It's kind of cool. I can see behind me now when I'm riding. There's no cars. But here's woods and water, something. I don't know what it is. Yeah, we're leaving next Sunday morning. We're going up to UP, so I'm going to take my bike and I'll take the camera with me when I go for a ride. Thing is, I'll get a rider, so probably for the whole time. But the problem is my deal with my wife is when we go out with a camper, there's no YouTube. So I'm trying to get a bunch of videos. I actually got, there's some deer up there. I actually got 3 videos that I can work on editing at some point, but unfortunately, I don't know when I'm going to get to them. Friends are coming up today. They should be on their way actually as we speak, and we're going to hang out with them for a week. And their deal is, and we agreed upon it, no flipping phones, no social media, no computers, just hang out with each other, get to know each other. Warm spot, I can feel it. Up here, look at the deer, right there he was, right there's one. It's hunting season. They're on posted property. They're not dumb. Up here at the intersection, we're going to go to the left. So, I'll take Anthony here. I think it's Anthony. Yeah, it's Anthony. I'm actually a quarter of the way into Lake County right now. But we're going to go up here. We'll turn left and take Anthony back to Campbell. There's a stop sign up here. Yeah, I absolutely love this thing. I'm getting exercise. I've been sitting around, not doing much, getting heavier, and I can see it. And we got a travel trailer, a new one, and well, we were up at a campground and they're riding e-bikes around, and I decided that I was going to get a pair of them, but my wife is not comfortable because she broke her back, so she don't ride, but that's her. But okay, we're going to go to our left here. This is Taylor Road. Now we're turning on Anthony. There's no cars. Here we go. We just got a short stretch here. You can see that turns into gravel road again. Place here for sale. Beautiful cottage. Okay, we're going to go back to gravel road here. Whenever you get a transition from asphalt to gravel, it's always corrugation, seems like. I think what we're going to do, I'm going to turn it here. I was going to go up there, then turn left. Let's just take this road. A few years back, I rode over here, and there was a baby owl, spotted owl in the middle of the road. And we had a stare off. And I went to check on it, and it did the old threatening posture. I said, okay, you're okay. And I left it. I said, okay. So, yeah, it had really big talons, so I didn't want to find out, you know. So I said, okay, I'll see you later. And I went around it and drove off. They're actually quite scary looking. This is Taylor Road again. We're going to take this down to Holly Road. Then we're going to turn left. A little more direct route. If I would have went up to Campbell, I'd have to climb a little hill, then turn, and I don't know. This is a little more scenic way. So I'm going to start titling these rides. It'll be from Whiskey Creek to wherever. Riding from Whiskey Creek like to Woods Trail Road, something like that. It's quiet over here, no critters. Yeah. But don't worry, if you're liking my channel, if you will, please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell for future updates. I know my channel says Trail Rider 570. I have a Ranger still, but my doctor said I need to exercise, so she said 30 minutes a day. Well, I get on this bike and I'll ride for over an hour, and this is more of an exercise than just walking around. So corrugation there, and just walking around. So yep, there's something in the road up here. Don't know what. Squirrel. Yep, black squirrel. And also, if you notice my hand placement, if you do this, I usually take my fingers, you're not seeing it, I'm gripping the grips. I did that once I was riding, and I hit some corrugation really bad. My hand came off and I fell off the bike. So the rest of my hands, I go like this, but I got my fingers underneath here, kind of holding on to the grip a little bit. So not hard, just enough. If I need to, I can tighten up. So yeah, this is a nice route. When I get home, I'll give you the total mileage that we did. We're going to start dropping battery here pretty quick, but we're more than halfway home right now. So, and I'm not really pushing the motor. It's fairly flat in here. It's bouncing 49 we're hitting 50 volts down to 49. I really shouldn't worry about that because according to the battery, I still got all the bars. So when I left, my wife was making banana bread. But this is a nice ride too. So, yep. Decent road. It's not too sandy. There is a road up here that I'd like to do that run, but the problem is there is so much sand on that road that I think even with this I'd have issues, and that's not my idea of fun. So this is nice. You don't get much. Every time I've been over here, it's been not a whole lot of traffic on it, so if any. So I think I'll do this, title this my whatever e-bike ride. If it's 20 miles, 15, 18, whatever, that's what I'll title it. With my Wooken e-bike. So, but I wanted to get a ride in this morning so that I think I should pull over for a minute, guys. I want to check my camera battery and everything else. So we're going to stop here a minute and I'll resume recording from this spot here. Hang tight. Okay guys, I stopped. I was about had half the battery, so I just changed it out, just halfway. So we'll get going here. But this is kind of a quiet area here, so it's a good place to do it. So here we go. We're off again. Oh, there's the first car I saw. Deer hunter. There's a deer hunter car. Somewhere. Okay, this should be Holly eventually up here. Might be a curve, I don't remember. Okay, this is Holly. Second car. All right, this is Holly. We're going to make a left-hand turn. We're going to take Holly all the way. Here we go. This road tends to get chatter bumps or corrugation, so and it is a little soft. I'm trying to find a decent spot just to run in, so but yep. We just left Taylor Road, now we're on Holly, and eventually this will turn to blacktop. Then I got a few miles of woods trail to get back. So we got about 4 miles to go, and got 49 volts. Eventually the battery will drop, but I'm usually pretty good at figuring my range, so I know this bike will go 18 to 20 miles easy on pedal assist, the lower settings. We're doing 4, but I've been pedaling all this time too. So. Another deer hunter. But it's getting to be a nice. I'm not, when I start out, it's kind of cool. Obviously it's cool, but I'm working, so it's not bothering me. I'm comfortable, you know. So later on, it's supposed to be mid 80s, so I don't want to ride when it's that hot. So it takes all the fun out of riding in hot weather like that. But eventually up here, we'll come by a campground. I don't even know what the story is, but I know it's a campground here. And we will eventually run out of gravel. Here's Campbell Road. This is where we would have come out if I'd have went straight and hadn't turned right there at this intersection right here. That's where we would have came out at. So, catterbumps, corrugation. Yep. I'm not pushing the bike. I'm not pushing me. I'm just riding. You know, you want to ride at your pace and be comfortable. No cars at all. So those 2 cars, the only 2 that I've seen, I think the whole ride. Other than the ones that the deer hunters are sitting, but actually moving. So, yeah, we're doing good. I'm doing good. Very proud of myself. I would never ridden this far on my other bikes I had. This would have been an all-day ride for me, put it that way. I rode from Grand Rapids, Michigan to Lowell, Michigan on the bike when I was younger, and that was a 10-speed, and it was only like 20 miles, but we were gone. Me and my friend, we did it. We were gone all flipping day. Then when I was younger, I had that same bike. I rode from Grand Rapids to what they call a place called Hardy Dam, Michigan. And I left early morning. I did that in a day. So I used to do distance bike riding when I was younger. Okay, right up here is the campground, and right where this fence is at. Then this is going to turn into road up here, asphalt. And there's a campground there, and I don't know what the deal is. I think it's like people can be seasonals in there or something. But here we go. Okay, we got a few miles of asphalt to ride. And then we'll hit the blacktop. Hit gravel again. So. Hi, horsey. We're at 48.52, but we're not pushing the bike, and as of right now, I'm not. About time I say that, it'll start dropping. The battery meter on the bike is still showing full. They say this bike you can go 40 miles on motor and 60 miles with pedal assist. And I'm going to say you can go about 25, 30 at most on motor, and you can go about 45 miles, 50 with that. Yeah, this is a pretty good bike for the money. I mean, $500 for a $1,000 bike. You know, it's not all bad. You can get them on Amazon, so. The only thing I've really done too is I put the bag on the handlebars. I put Kimimoto made a bag to go on the rack of this. I put that and I put some handlebar ends on it. Stock brakes, everything else. But what I did do is I took brake clean and I cleaned the rotors off. They tell you not to touch the rotors because you get oil from your fingers on them and they start squawking. So I put some brake clean on a rag and I wiped them down. So, and if you wash them, if you wash this bike, like use automotive soap that has wax in it, you're going to want to do the same thing. You're going to want to put brake clean on the rotors. I use Dawn dish soap when I wash this, and it works good. Another deer hunter. Mile or so, then we'll turn left, and this will turn, we'll get ahead on the gravel road again. I've done this whole trip at 15 miles an hour. Crash. I can feel the motor right here helping me up this grade here, so got a car coming. Yeah, I'm not hurrying. Younger, I'd want to hurry because you get away from home. I want to get back home. You get home and say, why did I hurry like that? You get there eventually. Okay, our road should be coming up here on top of this grade. It is. We're going to turn up here. It says Whiskey Creek. Right here it is. We're going to turn to our left. Take this road. Yep, this is the association I'm in. This is called Woods Trail. but there's a lot of houses too. Used to be a camp resort. Now one side's like a housing community. So. Corrugation. What we did basically, we made a big old loop. And right now we got, let's see, 13.7 miles we've ridden. So we rode from Whiskey Creek to Ruby Creek, back to Whiskey Creek, basically. Got corrugation here, basically. It's climb. There we go. This is a kind of a steep hill. I don't want to use more power. I want to stay where I'm at. Oh, just used the bar battery. On that climb. Sometimes the voltage, I notice it goes up and down. When the motor's pulling, like it's pulling there, but you relax the battery where it's not working, all of a sudden the voltage comes back. See here? Now we're down to 3. Well, it's good. A good thing to do when you get these bikes home after a long ride like this is not plug them into a charger right away. Let it set for an hour. Let that battery settle down, and then you'll be okay. I'm not worried. I got plenty of power to get me home. This is my longest route I've taken. We just gained that bar back, just like that. So I used 2 bars. I got 4 bars showing. The batteries usually will settle down, the voltage will come back up. When you go up, work it again, it'll drop, then it comes back. So. Up here is the section they logged. They took a section, whole lot of wood out of here. Looks kind of different. You get mad they log it, but it just opens up the whole area, and it's actually for fire prevention. Because if they needed to, they could come in here and DNR or forestry, they could do a controlled burn and burn the brush around these trees if they wanted to. They've been known to do that, so. Let's see our miles are at. 14, almost 15 miles. Just about 15 miles so far. But we're going to be at 18, 19 miles, maybe 20 when I get home. I mean, it's not terrible. I think 20 miles is a good ride. You know, there's guys that got these bikes saying, well, they'll do 100 miles, they can do 100 miles, and they get mad if they can't. I don't know if I'd want to ride a bike 100 miles. My butt would get sore. So, these are trails for ATVs on each side of me. So, but we're still going. Beer bottle on the road. No, I'm not going to stop, pick it up. Somebody will. Or either they'll run over to cut their tire, one or two. Running about 15 still, 15 and a half. I don't know. You don't have to hurry. At first I was wanting another bike because, oh, it's faster. You know, it's a folding bike. But I don't know. This bike here is, I think it's pretty awesome bike. I know a lot of people on YouTube have done reviews on this bike, and they all come to the same conclusion. It's a great budget bike, and it's a budget bike. You can buy it for $349 and $110 shipped to you, and like $500 by the time you pay taxes and everything else. So, and it's basically it's $1,000 bicycle. So that's not all bad. I don't think. We're almost back. All right, guys, we're getting to the point where I went in anyway, so I'm probably going to end the video here. Thanks for riding along with me, keeping me company, giving me something to talk at, and I'll catch you again next time. Goodbye and God bless from me and my family. You guys have an awesome day. I'll see you later.